Right, are we ready? Yeah. Right, okay. Welcome one and all. I'm not going to do a sketching session today because what we're doing is laying washes which have to dry before we can work on them. So the sketching link for the video will be laying the first set of washes. And then the painting one will be doing the next step. This is what we're aiming at. Okay, something like this. So we're going to lay in the wash of the sky, which I have to tell you, doesn't look like the colours I can see on there. No. And then we are going to lay in the silhouette afterwards. So that's the basic idea. Okay, so the thing is, how do we lay in the washes first? I'm assuming you've got pictures of sky either in your head or in actuality that you want to lay in. So you don't have to choose the colours I've chosen. You just have to choose your own thing, and I'm far too hot. Here we are. Right, so what I'm going to start by doing is wetting the paper, having decided what colours I'm going to put on. I have done one earlier, which way up is this? That way up. Sorry, that way up, I think. But I'll be painting on that afterwards. So this is how you do it. This is what you do. The first thing to do, I'll tell you, you never get things where you think you want them. I've got a broad flat brush here. What it is, quite a flat, broad thing, and I'm just going to wet the paper because you want the paint to run. This is what it's all about. So, and of course, having wetted the paper, you've got to remember that you've wetted the paper. So this is a bit like painting a house, you know, just go over it all the way down to the bottom, because you might want to put a bit of water in, and if you do, you need your colour all the way down to the bottom. Now, paint it up and down, just to take it shows us. Now, of course, what happens now is that the edges curl in, and you get all kinds of disaster. You just got to live with it. Right. I might even use that brush to put on my basic colours. Now, I'll better hide that because I'm not going to do that sky again. I'm going to choose something different. I'm going to use ultramarine and a bit of what do you mean? Alizarin. And maybe just a touch of lemon. Right, so if I take the lemon and lay it on where I'm thinking of putting the horizon. So I'm not quite sure which picture I'm going to paint on here, so I'll just put it somewhere and say that's my lemon that I've put on. It's a bit high actually, but I don't think that matters because it runs like fury and you can do things with it. Now, if I pick up the blue paint, now remember, you've got water on, so, and the other thing you have to remember is how much paler colours dry in watercolour. So you're going to put on something that will probably shriek and you can't do that. I'm going to tip it sideways. What's the message, Rachel? Nothing. Right, so I'm not quite, want it darker. Come on, let's have a bit of paint on you. Right, there we are. There's so much water on here that this colour is going to dry very much lighter. Right, and because I've got it diagonally tilted, I've got it tilted, and I've put the the paint on diagonally. You can move it around when it's as wet as this. You're not going to disturb very much. So I'll take a bit of the alizarin and put it in somewhere. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Okay, we'll go for the other one. The other one is rose. So not much better. Not much better. Maybe it's got some blue in there. Right. Even flick paint at it if you want. It's just have a bit of fun. You know, it's going to do things. So, and then we put a bit of what blue down here just to entertain the troops a bit. You're just throwing colour at it in the hopes that some way or other you'll get a nice sky out of it. Where you can actually mix your colours on the paper. So I'm not saying this is at all useful what I'm doing as a ground, but I'm having a bit of fun. And while it's as wet as this, you can alter and change as much as you like, or as little as you like. Might decide to get rid of that there. You might decide, you might decide you want to take some out. So you can take some out. You know, I've just done it roughly like that, so you can take it out if you want to. You can do it carefully to get a path of light running forward. You paint over it, having got it, put it back again. You can do just what you want. And then when you've got it organized as you wish, as you think is going to be useful, for instance, I might want to darken that cloud a lot up in the corner there. So if I mix my ultramarine and alizarin together, I get quite a rich purple. So, and it's so wet, I need a lot more paint. Try that. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Just it'll spread. You know, whatever you do, nature will take a hand and do things. So if that's up there, let's see what we can do down here. Perhaps make a choppy C, and then just let it ride. There's a bit of a gap over here, so I'll. Oh dear, that was dirty.
We can't see it.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay. So that is more or less what I've done. Oh, no, that's upside down, but no matter. So that's how you do. Just wet the paper and have a bit of fun.
Okay.